Now, a lot of people, when they think pen testing, they think web app and they think networking, or maybe they think blockchain, things like that. Now, these are certainly areas, but there is a whole nother area that I haven't really even explored much of, to be honest with you, because it's not really what I specialize in, but it is a very cool area, no doubt, and I've really had it on my backlog to explore it a little bit more in the future. Maybe some of you guys are into it already. Maybe you guys are beginners like I was talking about in one of my previous videos, and you want to explore different areas of security, or you're looking to make a change within security. This is definitely a really cool area. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Ryan from elevatecyber. I want to just present to you a whole nother area of pen testing that I have not talked about much at all on this channel, right? So much talk goes into and effort goes into the web app side because that's what I specialize in, right? That's what I do. I do a lot of network pen testing as well. And those are the topics, as so happens, that are on the OSCP. Well, there's another topic on the OSCP, and even a little bit of stuff it doesn't cover so much that is a huge area of pen testing, and that is, things like the exploit development side with, your buffer overflows and things like that, most certainly, but also the IoT side, right? Physical, like kind of hardware hacking, if you will. That is a really cool area. I'm always perplexed every time I see it. People that have like devices like bus pirates and Shikras and stuff like that, and they connect it directly to a PCB, right? And they're actually able to reverse engineer from the chip and get onto the firmware, look for vulnerabilities in the firmware and things like that. And also the people that just reverse engineer software, right? You might have seen a lot of CTF challenges on Hack the Box. Not all of them are your OSCP type of CTFs, right? Some of them are try to crack this software, right? Try to crack the password to the software, or not password, but I haven't done these challenges too much, and it's really showing, right? But it's like, yeah, you're trying to basically find a flaw in the software by reverse engineering it. Maybe find, maybe it is a buffer overflow, maybe not, and those things are pretty interesting as well. Anything with reverse engineering. In fact, when I went to DEF CON a few years ago, the physical DEF CON, I believe it was the last time they had it in person, I got a book called, by No Stars Press, called Practical Binary Analysis. I would like to dive into that one more soon as well. I'm also learning Rust right now, like I mentioned in a previous video, and it's a great low-level systems programming language. So just think about like the modern version of C, C++. That's kind of what you're getting with that. And I would love to dive into some embedded programming, maybe buy a microcontroller off of Amazon and program it with Rust. And it's really interesting to me because a lot of these devices that you see all around you are pretty exploitable, right? There's so many IoT devices everywhere, right? Like smart TVs, anything, smart anything, right? Smart fridges, they all have a computer chip in them. Have you ever seen people ride around on those scooters where you scan it on your app and you ride around? Well, there's a little microchip in there, and people were hacking that at DEF CON at the, I believe it was the IoT, what's it called? The IoT room, right? So there's all those devices have to be tested by pen testers as well, right, for security flaws. And if you know reverse engineering really well, you can actually pick that stuff apart, find vulnerabilities in it, and exploit them, which is really cool. I saw some, I'm not sure who the YouTuber was, so I can't credit him, but I did see someone on YouTube making a video series on hacking smart meters. So, all this stuff is definitely new territory to me, but I think it's very interesting. Now, I'm going to continue to make the content that I make here, but I just want to point that out to other people that might be interested in checking some of this stuff out. And you might see some content from me in the future on more of like the reverse engineering side, just dipping my toes in it a little bit. I know a lot of people that are on the blue team side especially, there's a bigger use case for them to really be solid with the reverse engineering, right? If they're doing some threat hunting Maybe they're looking at malware and trying to track it back to the owner and things like that, or try to see what the attackers did, like what the malware actually did, what they compromised. That is most certainly a use case for reverse engineering. But yeah, there's just so many applications for it. And as someone that's really on the offensive side, if I were a black hat guy, right, I would probably know how to do this, right? Because a lot of these black hat guys, they're developing malware, right? They have a very deep knowledge of things like system calls, like the Windows API and things like that, right? And also obfuscation, right? And packing and things like that, ways to get their malware by. So, even as a guy that's a pen tester, the white hat type of hacker, it would definitely benefit me to learn some of this stuff, and I think it would be very interesting as well. So yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. Really cool. Let me know what you guys think about this type of stuff. Is this an area that you're at all interested in or not? I think there's a lot of really fascinating stuff going on in this space for sure. Obviously with security, you can't learn everything. You can't, there's no possible way you can learn even everything that you want to learn. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this area. And if you want to go further in depth with the networking, the web app side, well, I have a whole playlist for you here. What you need to know for OSCP. Go ahead and give those a watch. I'll see you guys right over there, in fact. And yeah, thanks for watching.